Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's who.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, C.O. Wiley.
You could say we spoke, I guess.
The commander here is just having some fun with you. It was much, much worse. And by worse, I mean exceedingly bloody.
I require a moment. I'm sure you made every effort to save them.
Huh?
But Architect's mercy, what an unnecessary tragedy. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I'll fuck you and your plan. Well, let's get to the ship. We have something to take care of before we go all the way or to the briefing. I'm trying to think. I wonder, can I just fast travel? No. Cannot fast travel to the ship. Here I should be able to.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
We'll deal with it in a moment. I have some notes to go to right now.
Your presence is needed in the meeting area, Commander.
Okay.
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost...
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that. Yes, the Order will have foreseen possible threats from Auntie's Choice or even the Protectorate, but they may not anticipate an infiltrator like DeVries.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Some of the station's security automechanicals may also be operable, and may attack both your team and hers, Commander.
Okay.
Yeah, not getting ourselves blown to pieces is preferable. Can't recommend the experience myself.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms?
Alright.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out, too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Make a small pit stop. You wanna have a conversation?
Ain't ever gonna justify the deaths of innocents. Never. I just hope you think getting to Wiley in time and stopping him from sending that intel to DeVries was worth it. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Easier said than done. This will give me a chance to use this new assault rifle too. That way we'll have a test run before we use it in the field. Which is technically field, but you know what I mean.
Aggressor at hand.
Mobilizing. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Hostile in proximity. Either respond or then find out.
is upon us! Chief,
I wasn't expecting anyone to be up there. Okay.
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh shit.
Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat.
We should search Hierarch Ziegler's corpse to see if we can find out why the swine betrayed me. I can't believe this. According to that datapad, there was an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. And DeVries had him building a bomb. She obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. But he didn't leave us room to show him any grace neither.
Yeah.
You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
I doubt it.
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into. True. But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. Maybe not. Past 10 years have more or less proven that out. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
Let's, okay. Let's give her serrated edge. Give her plasma resistance. Oh, I thought it actually changed her clothes.
Look, the rift. It's immaculate.
Doesn't take an engineer to hazard a guess whose ship that is. DeVries is here, Commander. I'm sure of it. This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
Never seen an orbital device like that before.
Cannot shake my last meeting with Victor from my mind. In the midst of discussing our plans, he quietly commented that I had desperation about me. Is he really so daft? How could I not be desperate? Our very survival is on the line. For years we've gone over the numbers, sharing our fears and rage over the orders and inaction regarding the rifts. It's maybe the last chance to prove their original predictions right. As I make the approach to greater tranquility, my desperation grows. Could I possibly have misinterpreted the numbers, or were the numbers themselves wrong? If we fail, then what will everything leading us to this point have been for? And worst of all, if we fail, it's because we weren't aligned to the plan after all. I cannot bear the thought of it. Too bad we didn't take a scrapper bird. If we were smart, we'd put a bomb on her ship, but I guess we're planning to stop her here.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this
Cadre,
is
protect the console at all.
By ending
At
the
all
war,
costs.
we may focus on the true threat
It's
to our
you, is it not?
society.
The one
The
Agent
rifts.
DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. What? No, I don't. Or maybe I do, if that's what it'll take to stop you. I won't underestimate you like those folk at the monastery did. I'll be vindicated in the end.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
You don't sound too willing to die.
You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. No, please. I don't wish to be ground to bits by decrepit machinery. Cadre, lower your weapons. Quickly now. We surrender. Agent DeVries' plans are on the console behind me. You can look, it's all there. Another team is in the chamber ahead, fighting off the station's automechanical defenses. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. So you may have quite the fight on your hands. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
Sovereign is regarded as being...
I'm no electrician, but I'll wager this gadget is missing a what's-it. Crucial part, really.
leaders beyond his depth.
Okay.
His ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the distant
will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you've suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Those mechs sure did take the punches. Should be a snack about when you left.
Yeah, those Dragoons are still interested in us. So we'll take a safer path.
Attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
So the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Countless brutal murders at the hands of a seer, was it? How was he not stopped?
The carnage was counted and far... I assure you. And again, the culprit has promptly dealt his own end. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed. According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into... or worth my while?
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station, but I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it. Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes. This sector's long-departed personnel...
Oh, shit. Well, give me that. I want this because it's rare, but it's like, I really need it. It still gives me a bonus. It might come in handy someday. Let's take it. Okay. Yeah, can't get in there. Okay.
Let's have a look around. See if there's anything that will help us create more mayhem.
See, commend for seeking clarification on the decommissioning process. A wise subject is wise to ask questions. You are to package any item in the utility repository that is not deprecated and ready for it for export and made. The majority of the arachnid mines, especially, are to be shipped to Cloister to bolster maintenance. Okay. Not important to us. Seal. It's back here. Have some scrap. And an assault rifle. How would we remove the views? Something tells me I'm gonna want this instead.
Nice, clean kill. Several of them. Compliments to the perpetrator.
Local automechanical base. The proper code limit can be fully disabled. Good. May need that action after all.
Go no further, infidel. This next shot
Guns
will
cocked
miss.
and loaded. Here's the signal.
I hear you scampering around.
New-ish.
Actually got a shot on me.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Damn.
What are you doing here?
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
For mayhem.
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having DeVries in our crosshairs. Finally.
throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will.
Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think...
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Let's speed this up. We can't have gotten Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
that Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him. Even with his...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, you're a pedestrian little threat. If you think I was shaken to receive it, you're sorely mistaken. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. So you say, but those agents and I are a very different stock. And anyway, they served the purpose they came here for. They bought me time to gain the advantage. I seem to recall your attempt to use Niles to tug at my heartstrings back on Horizon Point. Are you going to attempt to do the same again?
I thought you were the finest agent I'd ever met. I'd have thrown myself before a bullet for you. But you never cared about me at all. Did you?
No, I did. I simply hadn't accounted for you being there. But even if there had been a way to keep you out of it, I couldn't take the risk. Well, it certainly didn't take long for your insolence to rear its ugly head. Taking one life or two, or losing my own, matters not, so long as I complete my mission. The one I started, but the Order saw fit to abandon. You don't know the half of it. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Fine. Then I'm done talking. Let's see which one of us prevails.
Revenge killing is my favorite. Thanks for including me in the fun, Commander.
That's not good.
that rift along. We need to get back to the incognito now. That rift's not getting any smaller. Come on, Commander. Huff and puff it.
So what just happened? Killing her seemed to make the Rift angry.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of rifts. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and the center. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
Yeah, this.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Commander, word. So, that's it then. DeVries dead, justice served. Galaxy still needs saving, but we'll get to that.
Working on it, at least.
Am I that transparent? Seems you do. I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly everything I aspired to be. Tough, brave, smart, and now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief or something akin to it. But mostly I just feel unbalanced. Like a mech with gimbals on the fritz. Now you're speaking my language, Commander. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... hell, I don't know. Putting out a star? I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's it exactly. Mighty insightful of you, Commander. Don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here? Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. I hear you. Appreciate you making time to listen to me jawing on about all this. Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Don't you fret.
I don't think I have been, but okay. I don't want that.
Taking out DeVries, saving the delegates, barely escaping with our lives? Hell of a rush, huh? Hope all of it gives us leverage when we look for help closing these rifts. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? Don't suppose it could have been more subtle in its approach, huh? By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to seek out certainty. Still, think we ought to pay the Undisputed Claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our loyalties. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Oh, cool. We got a head mount. This. Okay, so we got little trophies of our adventures. Kid back here? I need to talk to you.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome.
Okay, no, you don't have what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. It's somewhere. You have skill point. Where do I want to put it? Probably do this so they're both a 10. That sounds good to me. Just go ahead and grab that one. Guess we'll go talk with them first.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically grey consultants who labor with committing to a side.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured internship?
I'm a As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating rousing sporting matches as much as all of you may rank and file. The big
Rats are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Wait, these cages are empty. Where's the rapt handler in charge? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Uh-huh. Exactly. You in? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to head office tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Poor Raps. Now they gotta die just because these hullheads didn't look after them proper like.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It does suck, though. Ooh. Hello.
Athletic assets which achieve full profit potential as human billboards.
You go on ahead. Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice is contracting. When I heard about the job.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Afraid I still need to check your record with us, Big Shot. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time? Unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. But your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Go on ahead anyway. You're a valued partner after all. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, amble through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception.
She talks too much. Okay.
The story of Andy Wheel versus a moon man is as balance for outrageous. A thing of legend. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stack the deck against the little person. Injection packaging. With us at Dow City. But did Andy Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor Cosmo.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location? Well, for...
This is actually a big ship.
Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Wow, this is first class.
And I endorse this message.
No, where was this? Oh.
The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments. We took what nature heedlessly assembled.
Hey you, soldier with the, arm. I got a delivery for you. got a delivery for an Inez Silong. That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me, all right. Who is asking exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message. So sorry, haven't completed reciting the terms of service. As a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Ugh, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.